Traveling not just for reels, but for real, Amelyn and Dan, the power couple, have been traveling together for 9 years to 36 countries and amassed a combined following of almost 200,000 Instagram followers. From Amelyn's impressive travel content, I can tell that she's someone with impeccable taste. For someone who travels almost on a monthly basis, is this place just a pit stop, or is it a masterpiece inspired by cultures from all over the world? It's a masterpiece. Hi, babe!
Hi, welcome.
Thank you for having me. What is this doing at the entrance of your house?
This is my giant best friend, and it's also given to me by a client.
So what is the overall theme of your house looking like?
It's like Scandinavian with a touch of Disney.
How big is your entire space?
It's 1,000 square foot.
And do you remember how much you got it for?
I got it for around 300-ish K, but after the grants, it was 228.
I think you almost can never find a place
Like
at this rate.
Yeah, because I applied back in 2016, and my husband and I were still like students.
Speaking of which, where is he?
He is in the Amazon filming a documentary.
Say what?
Yeah, he's been there for a month and he's coming back tomorrow.
Almost there. Hang in there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a beautiful space, and I believe like when you got it, it's pretty new, so not much renovation has to be done.
So I requested for it to be bare because I wanted to do my own tiles anyway.
So how much do you spend on your renovation?
I spent about 60K with the help of a lot of sponsors coming on board.
Perks of being an influencer. Alright, let me take a look at your kitchen.
Okay, let's go.
Wow, this is your bomb shelter.
Yes,
And these magnets represent?
like every city/country that I've been to.
But out of the magnets here, which is your favorite?
I have a lot of favorites actually, but they don't represent like my favorite country. But I just like how it looks. This one.
Oh, Jeju.
I think it's so cute. And this one, this is like a takoyaki stand.
Oh, this is cute. Okay, then what is your favorite country that you've visited?
I have a lot actually because all of them give me like different feelings. I think the latest one I went to was in Bolivia. So I went to like the Salt Lakes. We went there at like 3 a.m. and we shot like the Milky Way and then waited for the sunrise. So it was really, really beautiful.
Actually, it must be tough being a content creator because you have to always beat the sun, right?
Yeah.
Like be up earlier
And
than
meet the
sun.
people.
What are the Disney-inspired elements in your kitchen?
I have a Mickey pot. I use this for my eggs every morning. I also have this to put my ladle. Oh, I have like cups. Yeah, a lot of Disney-inspired cups as well from Disneyland. This cookie jar, which has the classic Disney posters all over. What is called?
Little containers?
Yes, containers with like characters on top.
Have you been to all the Disneylands in the world?
Yes, I have.
Which is your favorite?
It's in Orlando.
Oh.
So US has 2 parks, which is in Orlando and LA. So Orlando has Disney World and LA has Disneyland, which is the original first Disneyland.
And what makes the Orlando Disney World so memorable?
Because they have 4 parks. They have Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios. So when you're there, you have to go there for at least a week to finish everything. There's 4 parks. And in the summer, the water parks open. So there's 6 parks.
Spoken like a true fan. I can't even. So you spend the entire week at Disney World?
Yeah. So I went there with my family, my sisters, because they live in the States. So we just popped over to Orlando.
Is Dan into Disney stuff as well?
He's into Marvel.
Show me.
Yeah.
Spidey's.
All that is Spider-Man is my husband's. This is the symbiote Spider-Man.
Oh, well, at least
my knowledge is getting better.
At least you know
And we have more here. It's like a whole display of his prized possession.
Trivia question, what is Spider-Man's real name?
Peter Parker.
That's as much as I know as well. I love how you have like photos of yourself and Dan in Disneyland. And how early did you get up to catch the light?
This was actually sunset.
Oh.
Yeah. In Disneyland, you can't really control what time you can go in because it's a paid entry. Because it was Paris during the summer. So yeah, so the light stays even longer, so we had more time to shoot.
And can you just take a look at this? I love the lens flare.
This is the bathroom. So this powder room is more like pink theme. Yeah. So we broke down the shower for this area because there's only two of us. So I wanted a bigger like powder room.
What do you call those doors with like the gaps in between?
So my ID call it like trellis door. With the trellis door, it gives like ventilation through the gaps.
I was just gonna say, I feel like this is such a wise move because then your things don't get moldy inside.
That's true.
Oh,
My vanity.
of course. Why do you need a powder room and a vanity corner?
So this area is where I keep all my accessories.
Can we take a look?
Sure, this is like a custom build. So I have a lot of hair accessories.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Oh, I have one drawer that I'm so excited to show you. So I designed this last drawer to be like higher because
Hey, you are insane.
when I say I'm a Disney fan, I am. Oh, this is like my wedding one.
Oh. Wait, you actually wore it for your wedding?
The shoot, like a bride and groom one.
Every time you go, you still buy a new one.
Like, only if it's like of a character that I like. But if it's like cute like that, then I don't mind. Like Donald Duck.
Donald Duck, this is
The text still on.
and this is the butt and the legs.
Yeah,
Right.
so cute, right? Oh, and this like all my headbands.
Wow! Wow, babe. How many hairs do you have? Can I just ask?
We have little like Disney themed jewelry holders.
So I see that this is customized and your furniture, your carpentry cupboards are all customized as well.
Yes.
Let me take a look at your bed.
So this is my bed.
This is a queen size.
Yes, queen size.
Why did you decide to have a bench here?
So like when I wake up in the morning, I usually put my nightgown, my socks, and when I come back, I put my bag there.
I can tell that this is your side of the bed and this is his side of the bed.
The collectibles have expanded as we moved in. Behind here is actually a light, so I can show you.
Oh. How often do you turn on this light?
I turn this on every night.
For the ambiance.
Yes.
Dan is coming home tomorrow.
Yes, I'm so
after
excited.
a month's wait. How often are you guys apart?
Almost never.
Really? You guys
Yeah.
have never traveled apart for work?
I only did that once.
My goodness. And you've been together for how long?
12 years.
How did you guys meet?
We met in LaSalle. So I wasn't actually in his class, but I got transferred to his class 3 weeks when we just started school. It was like a panic moment because, you know, on the first week, everybody makes friends. And I had to do it all over again like 3 weeks later. But he was a very sweet person. He came up to me first. He introduced himself. And then he asked me a very weird question.
Oh, what? Tell me.
He asked me, "Hi, you're Amelyn, right? Are you European?" I asked him, I'm like, "Did you mean to say, are you Eurasian?" I think he stumbled. Yeah.
Oh, but well, it worked.
Our
Clearly.
first conversation, and now he's my husband.
Oh. What made you so sure that he was the one for you?
First thing is, he gets along with my family very well, and he really takes care of me, and I love that he's a very honest person.
That's a plus. Signs of a healthy relationship. Green flags. How long into the relationship before you all started doing travel content together?
We like fell into this accidentally. Growing up, I travel a lot with my family because my dad himself is like an avid traveler. I always like block my travel. It became my full-time job.
Were your parents okay with it when you decided to pursue like travel content?
My mom was indeed very supportive. My dad was a bit more worried.
Oh, that's weird because he's the avid traveler.
After a while, when he saw like I started getting campaigns and all that, then he's like, okay.
As a travel content creator, how do you guys get jobs?
So we work with like tourism boards, airlines, hotels.
Then the COVID period must have been so tough for you
Yes,
guys.
but it's a silver lining for Dan. Back then when we were still living with my parents, because he lived with me, Pasir Ris Park was very near my parents' place. He spent like COVID going to Pasir Ris Park a lot, and that's where he developed like wildlife photography and filmmaking.
He does very good stuff, by the way.
Thank you.
I vividly remember one of his reels is the one, a super close-up view of a snake that I could see the tongue of the snake like super clearly. How long do you see yourselves doing this for?
Maybe 4-5 years more.
Oh, is there more plans coming up after 4-5 years?
Maybe we might want to start a family or something. I don't know.
That's nice because you're traveling like quite heavily, right? On a monthly basis, I would suppose.
Yeah. So this month is like my break.
Chill.
Wind down a little. Because last year we took like 23 flights. There were some days that we flew back to Singapore and the same night we fly out again.
So this is one of the toughest part of being a travel content creator.
Yeah.
But when you're actually on the trip, what's the toughest thing to handle?
Weather.
What do you mean?
So there was one trip that it was raining all week. We tried our best to like re-angle it to maybe food.
Okay, last but not least, do you have any tips for couples out there who travel together, live together, basically see each other 24/7?
Communication is key. I always say that because your partner cannot predict what you're thinking rather than just like giving the silent treatment.
Yeah, and like expecting him to read your expressions
Exactly.
and get it right.
Yeah.
Like based on your 12-year-long relationship, I can tell that you and Dan must have had splendid communication. Thank you, Amelyn, for showing us a
Thank
beautiful
you.
home. So
Yeah.
nice. Thank you.
Thank you.